Hey everyone, what's going on? My name is Resonators, and if you didn't already know. And in this video, I'm going to be reviewing a CD that I got from my local library. The title of the CD is the Marshall Mathers LP 2, which is the most recent album from Marshall Mathers, aka Eminem. Now, I wasn't really a fan of Marshall's, relapse and refill albums. But I was a fan of, Marshall Mathers LP, The Eminem Show, Encore, and I was a big fan of Recovery. I am a huge fan of Marshall Mathers LP 2, and I'll tell you why. The first reason is because he raps really well on the CD, and he isn't overly aggressive in the CD. Like he was in Relapse and Refill. And he has retained his wordplay from, Recovery. And I didn't really notice that wordplay in Marshall Mathers 1. And he did it slightly in Eminem Show. But Recovery and this album, to me, seem to have more clever rhyming, and it's a really fun CD to listen to. The couple songs I do like off the album are Berserk, which is an amazing song. The rapping on that is tremendous. I'm also a fan of Billy Squier, which he samples in the song, and he samples it in an interesting way, which it's pretty good. I also like Rhyme or Reason, I think the name of the song is? Yeah, Rhyme or Reason. Because that actually samples Time of the Season from the Zombies, I do believe. And again, he samples it in an unusual way. But it's just done really well. Because when I first listened to the song, I'm like, that's a very familiar song. But I couldn't place it. And he didn't just say Time of the Season. He actually, said Rhyme or Reason in the part of the song that he sampled that would actually have Time of the Season, which was really well done. The other song I really like is Rap God. Rap God's really good. So Much Better, I like. But the best song on this album, for me at least, is Headlights, which features the lead singer from Fun. When I first listened to the song, I'm like, am I listening to an Eminem's CD? I'm like, did I somehow get a CD that has a fucking Fun song on it? But no, it's actually an Eminem song, and it's a nice change from the rest of the album, because the rest of the album is sort of fast-paced and funny, sort of. This song is very serious, and it has a lot of meaning behind it, and it has a really good sentiment behind it too, where throughout his career he's been attacking his mom forever. He's basically been saying, you made us sick, you treat us like shit, we had to keep moving, and as his career progressed, he sort of he was processing it, I guess. He wasn't just straight up angry anymore. He was understanding, okay, maybe you were doing the best you were doing. I still have all these things in my closet. I'm just getting them out in the open. And then, I don't think in Recovery he actually mentions it, but in Headlights, he actually mentions, I've gone through my life. I've realized that you did the best you could. I still love you. You're my mom. I'm not going to ever really, hate you like I used to. I'm not angry at you anymore. And, that progression through Eminem's career is really interesting to see, because he's evolved as a person. He's gotten more mature as CDs have gone on. And I think this is the most mature Eminem's ever really been, which is a good thing. In Recovery, he was turning a page. He was turning a page on a chapter where he's in the new chapter, and he's sort of at the end of this book, and then he's going to open up a new book. And in recovery, he did more songs about his kids, and he's like, you know, he's focusing more on his kids. He's getting clean. He's not doing drugs. And in this song, he's like, I'm dealing with my family issues. He's not just saying I'm, you know, raging at the machine anymore, really. And specifically Headlights. And it just, Headlights left the best impression of all the songs on this album to me. You know, I listen to it constantly, and I don't get sick of it. You know, I've listened to it 4 or 5 times in an hour, and it doesn't lose any of its meaning. It doesn't get old. You know, it's refreshing every time you listen to it. And the message of it is, you know, really good. You know, it's good for anybody, because, you know, I guess it, you know, struck a chord with me most is mainly because I really had an antagonistic relationship with my dad. You know, me and him fought constantly. Me and my mom fight. But underneath it all, I do love my mom and my dad. You know, they're my parents. I can't choose them. They didn't choose me. You know, they were doing the best they could, and at some points that wasn't all that great. And this song is putting that message where, you know, basically love your parents. You know, you can't choose your parents. You know, they're maybe trying to do the best they can, unless your parents are just complete shit, in which case fucking hate them all you want. But, you know, examine stuff from their point of view and try and, you know, see every point of view, not just your own point of view, because you may just be wrong. And you don't want to cut a relationship out of your life that you may not ever get back. And yeah, maybe I'm reading too much into that. Maybe it struck too much of a chord with me. I don't know, but that to me is the best song on this entire album. All the other ones are fun, and, you know, they're good to listen to, but the Headlights is by far the best song on the entire album. And some of you will agree with that, some of you won't agree with that. Some will say that Berserk is the best song. Some of you will say The Monster is the best song. Some of you will say Rap God. And some of you even will agree with me and say, no, Headlights is the best song. But, you know, I'll leave that up to you guys. Leave a like if you agree with me, or if you don't agree with me and thought this video was good. Go out and get this. If you don't have money for this, you know, I'm sure your local library has it, or your local library system. And if you don't have a library card, go get fucking one, and, you know, just go get one, for fuck's sake. You should have one, because, you know, if you don't want to spend money on books, you can go to your library, right, and, you know, borrow books, or CDs, or games, or movies, to see whether or not you want to shell out the money for them. But yeah, go pick this up, you know, get it from your library, rip it to your computer. That's what I did. And I do plan to buy this probably on my iTunes account or in a physical version, because I really love having physical representations of CDs. I'd give this a 10 out of 10, you know, 5 out of 5. By far, in my opinion, the best album that Eminem has put out in, you know, a long time, aside from Recovery. It's a good sequel to the Marshall Mathers LP, because I do believe in, you know, it's not as angry as the original. The original, he sort of is angry at the world. You know, Kim, he does songs about his mom, I think, in it. It's a mature, it's actually like the same kind of sentiments in the Marshall Mathers LP, but they've evolved. They've actually matured with Eminem, which is good. Go get it. iTunes, Amazon, local library. Just listen to it, and, you know, come to your own judgment, and comment, and video response, and all that good shit. Peace out, guys. Have a good day. I'm off like a prom dress.